Women's wrestling in 2024 is in an amazing place. We have seen it evolve, and it has now become a core part of the wrestling landscape, with main events, storylines, and matches that rival anything in the men's division. Across WWE, AEW, and NXT, there's an incredible level of talent, depth, and diversity in the women's divisions that we've never seen before. Just to highlight a few, WWE has superstars like Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Tiffany Stratton. AEW has loads of talent like Toni Storm, Mariah May, and Chris Statlander. And then we have NXT, and don't even get me started. Julia, Roxanne Perez, Kalani Jordan. I genuinely think NXT has the best women's division in the entire world. Speaking of the world, let's look outside our North America bubble. In Japan, Stardom and Marigold have talent like Momo Watanabe, Utami, and Victoria Yuzuki, who is only 19 years old. Women's wrestling has never been in a better place. However, amidst this talent, there's one performer who stands out, even greater than the rest. Someone who not only has all the potential in the world, but already has a proven track record of connecting with the fans and putting on some of the best matches of all time. That person is Bianca Belair. Today we're talking about why Bianca is one of the greatest professional wrestlers in the world, what makes her so special, and how WWE is wasting her.
Oh, and by the way, Boehner Bronco Buster?
Yeah.
Where the hell did that come from?
Improv.
Oh, it's wonderful.
First and foremost, if you disagree that Bianca Belair is one of the best wrestlers in the world, you should just stop watching this video. I know I called her the best in the world, but come on, this is YouTube. We just went through so many great wrestlers, I understand there is a debate to be had, but if you don't think Bianca is in that debate, you're crazy. I just have no interest in reading comments like Bianca is so overrated or she's not even top 5. To begin this video, there needs to be at least a general understanding that Bianca is in fact top 5. Bianca Belair is hands down one of the most impressive athletes in wrestling today. The feats she performs in the ring are things that you just rarely see in wrestling. She combines power, speed, and agility in a way that I really don't think we've ever seen before. This is someone who can deadlift her opponents with ease, press them over her head, and execute moves with precision. Her standing moonsaults, that insane 450 splash, the suplexes where she walks around the ring with her opponents in the air. All of these moments showcase a level of athleticism that makes Bianca feel like one of a kind. And I know, wrestling is more than just what you can do in the ring, but like I said at the beginning, Bianca has already proven she can do more. Bianca's connection with the fans is undeniable, and while I don't think she's, particularly great on the mic, she radiates positivity, strength, and self-confidence, which makes her one of the most relatable stars on the roster. That's kind of crazy, right? I have nothing in common with one of the most talented professional athletes in the world, but Bianca is so genuine in her promos and how she carries herself that she makes you feel that connection. And this is where things get frustrating. We've established how great Bianca Belair is. Now tell me why she is being featured on NXT, used as a host of a pay-per-view, and stuck in a dead-end tag team with Jade Cargill. I think this is where all my problems with Bianca's booking really begin. Her being paired up with Jade Cargill, it's just been horrible. When WWE first paired them together, I was on board. You know what? This is cool, and maybe they'll breathe some life into the women's tag team division and make it interesting for once. And you know what? One of them will eventually turn on the other, and then we'll get an awesome feud. It's been almost an entire year. Jade officially debuted at the Royal Rumble, and she pretty quickly aligned herself with Bianca. Since then, they've done nothing. Don't tell me, oh, but they won the tag titles. That means absolutely nothing. WWE, they don't care about those titles, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Bianca Belair is literally being held back by Jade Cargill. I feel like WWE put them together with the idea that they would eventually turn on each other, but maybe Jade, she's still not ready for something, so high profile like that. So they just have to continue being a team. Since WWE can't break them up, they're forced to use them on NXT or having them host pay-per-views, which is just not what someone on Bianca's level should be doing. Real quick, I don't want to hate on Jade Cargill too much. She has the potential, but if you're not ready, you're not ready. And when your inabilities start to affect other talent, yeah, I'm going to get a little frustrated. But again, we don't even know if that's true. It's just the only reason I can even think of as to why Bianca is not main eventing Raw, SmackDown, and pay-per-views every single week. Now, usually when someone is not being booked or featured heavily, there is a common excuse people can easily point to. It's just not their time, or other people need to be used. That's BS. No disrespect, but Bianca Belair is 10 times more talented and entertaining than Liv Morgan and Nia Jax. It's just a fact. The way I see it is, it looks like Rhea Ripley is legit injured. First of all, prayers. Hope you get better, Rhea. But second of all, thank God we don't have to watch this horrible, never-ending feud between her and Liv Morgan anymore. WWE needs to find a way to trade Bianca to Raw and just have her beat Liv for the title immediately. I don't care what they need to do or what reasoning they need to give us. If WWE wanted to send Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis out on TV and tell the fans, look guys, the Raw Women's Division is ass, so we're going to move Bianca over, I would be 100% okay with that. From there, Io wins the Royal Rumble and we do Bianca vs. Io at WrestleMania. It really is that simple. Bianca Belair has everything the WWE needs to drive women's wrestling forward because she has literally already done it time and time again. Her athleticism, star power, and fan connection are unlike anything the WWE has. But keeping her in a pointless tag team, having her be a host of pay-per-views or show up in NXT, it just doesn't do justice to her talent. WWE has a once-in-a-generation star in Bianca Belair, and now is the time to give her the spotlight, because with a talent like Bianca, there is never not a time to give her the spotlight.
And you may contribute a verse. What will your verse be?